12th man as the Texas A&M Aggies will set out this afternoon to open the season with a victory at Kyle Field. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bulldogs ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the Packers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll try it again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Georgia sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
He'll take the deep shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill.
He uncorks one deep. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
To the ground with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit,
looking for a huge play. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He finds his man. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks of Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He makes the grab. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and the 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop of the 19 after a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all. Halfway
there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He leaves it with his back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And the Dogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away.
Gonna take a shot. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
He's looking to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Ripping through the defense. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much it's changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Got his man quickly. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, that's frustrating for a defense. You had him in 3rd down. You had him in a predictable situation. Try to go capitalize on it. What does he do? Pulls that rabbit out of the hat, scrambles around, now puts him right inside the 5-yard line in scoring position. You got to bow your necks. You better get ready for the next play.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aggie.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he puts through the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown hook. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads it downfield. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you?
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll mark this one dead at midfield. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And now on second down for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him.
And they got him for the sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
And the returner is stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defense.
He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
On third down, going up top. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And that one will give him the lead.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Shakes off the tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Delivers the contact. Touchdown, Aggies. What a catch and run for 6. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 10 over Army. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Line gets set, first down. The give on the inside. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll run it from the gun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Finds the tight end. The Dogs get the first down. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On second down, just keeps firing. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up.
Looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he makes the catch at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Fires to the middle. It's complete. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. A big game there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
The pass attempt falls incomplete. Brings up third down.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is four-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick strike complete. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've gotten the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. He wants to throw it. Looking for the score. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This one is about finding the balance between being... He wants to go deep. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, no big surprise here in the fourth quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. It's going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
A loss of 1 yard on the play. Offense facing 4th down. That's the end.
4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First play of the first possession of OT. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. If he houses this, it's ball game. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He makes the connection.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Now 3rd down, and they just don't want to move backwards to give their kicker a chance to win it in OT. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting a 1st down. 1st down, and this defense is desperate. Any time of scoring, it's over. Wide receiver shows motion. Going up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun to give, looking for room. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
3rd down, and they want to make sure their kicker has a chance to win it in overtime. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. Here comes the field goal unit, and they can win it with a chip shot. And he got it. The kick is good. Wins the game in overtime. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another